This is my 2007 BMW 335 Xi, and I am going to be single turboing it. I've had this car since day one. Really, I've had a long time. It has been sitting in the driveway for, geez, close to, 6 years, untouched. So now we're gonna build it up and single turbo it, but there's a caveat to it. 90% of the parts that we put on here will be bought off of Facebook groups or Facebook Marketplace. The only thing that's going to be new is something that we're going to go over here in a minute, and the turbo. Everything else is going to be second hand, right? So I've already accumulated a bunch of it, and we'll make a bunch of separate videos installing all the different parts that I got. But I'm doing pretty much everything that you need to do to go single turbo on this safely. The engine has about 100,000 miles on it, which is low for a car this old, but I don't want to blow it up. But anyway, so what we're going to go over today is probably something that a lot of people that have a N54 powered car, or N54 powered BMW, and that is I guess it's AliExpress Kung Fu, the China turbo, the Kung Fu whatever. So that's what's in this box right here. We're gonna open this up and we're gonna do a overview of it. We're gonna check it out, and then what I'm gonna do is I ordered a whole bunch of stainless steel. This is schedule 10, 1.5 inch, and I have a flange, and I have the twin scroll T4 twin scroll flange, and we're gonna try to build one of these ourselves and then compare the two, kind of, right? I just want to check this out and see how it is, how the quality is, because a lot of people talk about it and there's mixed opinions about it. But China has been stepping up their game as far as the quality of their work, and from what I've seen, this is one of the better ones. I wouldn't buy, like Jack Spania makes a manifold for the N54. It doesn't look any good, and I won't say it doesn't look any good. To me, it looks like it's less quality than what this shows from the pictures. And then I think another couple other places make them too. They don't come with wastegates provisions. This does come with a wastegate provision, so that's what I wanted. That's why I wanted to get this one. It's a single gate, 44 millimeter. So I'm going to check this out. So we're going to open this up, do a quick overview of it, and then I'll give my opinion on it. I'm a novice fabricator, novice welder. I can weld pretty good, TIG welding. So me making one of these myself would be, I was going to do it in the first place, but I figured that this would make a good video since there's so many questions about it on Facebook groups. And so I really wanted to get one and go over it and see how it looks. So we'll go ahead and open this up. It is made out of freaking steel. Oh. My main thing I want to know is if they back purge it. To see how it looks if they back purge this sandwich or not. Got some weight to it. That's good. First of all, we've already put it on the car, and it's pretty easy getting in. You just got to maneuver it a little bit, but it gets in. So fitment is pretty good. I did mount the turbo and everything too, which I'll show you. I'll show you after I put it back on. But for now, I'm taking it off because I gotta do the water line. So, but you will need to fabricate your water line with this, because the water line will not come through here. So you have to get either a fabricated one or make your own. I'm gonna make my own. So let's go over a couple of the goods and the bads. So the good part is that the metal used for it looks to be at least a Schedule 10, maybe Schedule 40, but it does look like Schedule 10. The welds on the manifold, on the actual flange, are pretty good. These ones are pretty damn good, and it's welded on the inside. The outside welds, some of them are good and some are not that great, but it will work. It'll hold together in my opinion, but I will give it, let's just, out of a 10 as far as the welds on the piping here, I'd give it probably like a 6 in some places and as high as a 9 in others. But I won't say it's cheaply made, but it is Chinese, so we will see with time whether these welds hold. They look like they will, but then again, I don't know, because like if you look at some welds, they're really good. They even have good penetration on them. But if you look at other welds, they're not as good. It looks like it's not hot enough. But like I said, it's a cheap manifold. We paid shipped to the door, what, $600? Just under $600. So as far as value goes, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for value. Whether it holds up or not, we'll make that number higher. But for now, from what I can see, if you're doing a budget build and you do have a way of fabricating things, then this would be a 9 out of 10. If you're just doing it and you don't have any fabrication skills, you don't have a welder and stuff like that to fix any welds that do break, I'd give it a way lower score. I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. But in my honest opinion, do I think it'll hold up for what you bought? If you're in the market for this, yes, it will. If you're in the market for a turbo kit that you want to build, or you want to piece together a turbo kit at the least amount of money that you can do, then this is right up your wheelhouse. It will work. It's gonna save you money in the short term, but in the long term, we don't know, right? So we'll run it through its paces, and then we'll report back after 6 months of using it and see how it goes. But for me, I bought it because I wanted to review it, because there are no reviews on YouTube. There are no reviews on the groups, and if you're part of a group, you do realize that the way I look at it, as a lot of people will brag on, or will bang on something, and they will bad talk it because of the fact that they're trying to justify their own purchase, right? They went out and bought a $6,000 turbo kit, or they don't want to go and say, oh, this $500 manifold is just as good. I'm not going to say it's just as good. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to prove a point, is that your build is your build. Like, you shouldn't be influenced by other people on the internet whether or not you should go with something, because you're the only person who knows what you can afford, right? And if you're not trying to build a car to compete at Texas 2K, and you're not trying to compete at the racetrack, and you're trying to just build something fun to drive on the street, whatever you want to put on it, that's the perfect part. So with that being said, if you are, like I said, if you're in the market you're trying to put together a car that you just bought pretty inexpensive, and you want to put it to single turbo, and you don't want to spend double what you paid for the car for the turbo kit, might be a route that you want to go. But like I said, you're gonna have to actually spend a little bit more money as far as doing the water pipe. But almost every turbo kit requires water pipe. Needs to be adjusted, needs to be fabricated, needs to be made to fit, right? So I'm not going to take that in consideration to the price of this thing, because this is going to fit the budget that I have for this car, because that car over there has the bigger budget. This car has almost a zero budget, because I've owned this car for over 15 years. So I'm not looking to spend a whole lot of money for it. It's C&J's car to go to the gym in. And I just want it to make cool sounds and be pretty quick. And I don't really care about making it to BMW spec, right? I'm not going to be one to be influenced by guys who own BMWs. And I'm not saying all guys. Just there are a lot of guys that talk a lot of trash about the way certain people build their cars. And this car is a budget build. It's never going to be a SEMA car show like that car is going to be. It's just what I'm going to do. Like, that's why I bought a Pulsar turbo for it. We'll go over the turbo setup, the actual turbo and the wastegate. So I just went and got a PSR wastegate and a PSR turbo. Yes, I did get a discount, but it wasn't free. And I chose to go with that because I didn't want to go with the actual Garrett, because I don't want to spend double what this car is worth for just one piece of equipment for it. So I went and I'm not going to say I cheaped out, because Pulsar is a proven turbo. It's proven to be reliable. It's proven to be an exceptional way to go, especially on a budget. So anyway, to wrap this up, this manifold is perfect for somebody who's doing a true budget build, somebody who doesn't care if 2 years down the road you need to do some welds on it to fix some cracks. I can fix the cracks myself. I'm a welder, so I can fix the cracks myself if I need to. But if you're looking for something that just slap on there, slap a budget turbo on there and be on the road in a couple months, shoot away. Go at it. But like I said, this manifold does have some weak points and it has some strong points, so I'm going to give it a shot. One thing I didn't talk about was how they do the single wastegate on here, and how they did the wastegate priority. I'm not going to say that the wastegate priority is really good, but I am going to say they did on the inside. There's really good penetration on the welds. They didn't match the holes. You know, they didn't go in and grind the holes down to make it smooth, a smooth transition, but I think it's going to work. And again, I will let you know if it doesn't work or not. If I have boost creep because of the single gate, or if not, I'll let you know. That's this whole point of this video. That this reason why we got this, and the reason why we're putting it on our channel, is because we want to do an honest review on it, and we want to let people know whether this could be an option for somebody that's actually looking for a true budget build. All right, so to wrap this up, we will have, once we get it on the car. Once I put it back on the car, we'll do another video. We'll slap on the turbo. I'm not even done yet. But anyway, so when I put the turbo on, when this was on the car and I put the turbo on here, there was 0 clearance issues. Turbo went on perfect. I'm gonna have to fabricate a downpipe, but the turbo went on where it doesn't touch the subframe. I didn't touch the frame. It didn't touch here, so I don't have to bang this out like a lot of dudes do. I won't have to bang that out. It's probably got like I would say probably close to 1/4 of an inch play to it, so it fits that way. Like I said, I got to fabricate the downpipe, but I already put a couple pieces on there. As you can see, I've been working on it, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty clear path for the downpipe, and it doesn't look like it's going to get any way of the frame or anywhere frame or in the way of the wastegate. But again, we'll have another video when we actually put the manifold on the car, put the turbo on, and then we'll do a video on that fitment. But so far, as it looks right now, the fitment looks like it's pretty darn good. All right, guys, so stay tuned for the next video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Until next time.